our misconception is that we think foreplay starts in the bedroom.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
That's the thing.
So you self-pleasure, it's about understanding your body.
Yeah. You need to.
Men don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm trying to
Yeah,
understand.
what I'm trying
At
to
that
understand.
time, I just want to release. That's
Exactly.
You're trying to
yeah.
understand what feels good to you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everywhere you are. Sanbona, ni abushe, ni goeiedag. Welcome back to Things We Don't Talk About. And today, the topic is very spicy. It's very intimate. You know, it's those ones where you have in your dreams, you have alone, you know, the ones can't talk about. And today we are discussing all things sex, porn, self-pleasure. Maybe you can just call it masturbation, right? Today, I just wanted us to find out, why are we afraid to have this conversation? But to help me have this uncomfortable conversation, I've got my amazing guests with me, and they will introduce themselves.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks yourself.
Good, thank you. So I start with my name.
Yeah.
So hi, I don't know who to look at. Look at you.
Look at me.
Look at everybody.
Hi, so my name is Nomfundo, but I go as Nomi. I don't know what you want to call me. I'm not a sex expert or anything, but I promote sexual health and empowering yourself sexually, if there's such a thing. And that's what I am going to be doing today.
Okay, cool.
Telling you guys about.
And where can people find you on socials?
Oh, Instagram, TikTok. I no longer tweet as much at the norm. So it's the_NORR. Double R.
Cool. Cool. And?
Okay, my name is Shablile Nkosi. Just an average guy, I may say, but then I'm a citizen of South Africa also. I'm just here to just give in my 2 cents as a guy, average age, just to explore and be honest and open about sexuality, sex, and porn and self-pleasure. Yeah, where you can find me is King's Jar. Just search King's Jar on all platforms. Yeah.
Perfect. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
And to whoever was watching, you can engage, leave a message, leave a comment, and engage with us. We want to have this conversation with you. Now, let's go. I want to start with a very simple one, right?
Wow.
But like, when the first message you had when you had sex, what was it when you first had sex?
The first message.
Yeah, when you heard about sex.
Like the first thing I heard about sex.
Yeah.
Oh, was that it's painful.
I get it. I understand. I understand
like-
why you would feel like that. I think for me, the first thing I thought about is when it's sex. It was with guys. It's not a conversation that comes from the opposite sex when you hear it for the first time. It's among peers. It's not from a parent. It's not from everyone. It's normally from. You hear it from someone that has done it already. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you need to try this.
Yeah.
You don't know. But then you hearing about it, it's not normally the word sex, it's the act.
Sure.
You hear about the act
Yeah,
first,
you
then
hear
you hear
about
the word.
yeah. That's something like mine was
So,
pain.
for me-
It was from other females saying,
Yeah.
it's so painful, you're gonna suffer. And then
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know, let's break it down from here. For me, I find it very weird that the sex topic sounds taboo, especially in Black communities. Like, you can't just openly, like, we are doing. Right now, someone is judging us sexy.
Yeah,
I can
YouTube,
guarantee
yeah.
you, sex on YouTube. Why do you find the sex topic taboo?
I just think that we were taught from a young age that something intimate is something that cannot be spoken about, like with other people, or you can't invite outside guests into this. But I feel like with our generation, we're older, so I feel like we're more open. So it's like, you know, I don't feel like it's taboo anymore. I feel like we are only starting to talk about it. So I don't think we are the first generation to be open to talk about it. Before, you couldn't talk about it because it's almost like death. You see now how people posted on funerals on TikTok. Back in the day, you can't
do that.
Yeah.
That was like something that was sacred. I think that's just it. But we are a free generation, so we're like, yes, we are.
But don't you think the reason why now it's more open to talk about, isn't it because of circumstance? Like, we talk about it because teenage pregnancy.
Probably,
We talk about
yes.
it because of
HIV, yeah.
and all those things. I think that's why it's a thing that we need to talk about it because of circumstance, not because of just knowledge. And what if we had it like just knowledge? I think it would be a better way to dissolve in it. But then now it's because of circumstance, teenage pregnancy. Now your mom is
There's
telling
always
you,
been circumstance.
you got pregnant at a young age, and now you have to engage. Yeah, you're sleeping with men.
I
You
feel like
understand?
there's
Yeah.
always circumstance. There was soul buddies. There was home affairs. There's
Yeah.
always been the topic,
Yeah.
but we talk about it in depth. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna talk about porn.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? We talk about all the other things that are really maybe seen as scary or freaky, like sex toys,
toys.
Yeah.
type of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with one component, self-pleasure. To guys, I don't understand that.
It's so unfair because you guys do it and you don't get judged.
But to us, it's not self. Do you think it's self-pleasure, sir?
I think it is self pleasure because I mean you're touching yourself. You're touching yourself, and there's an outcome to you touching yourself there. So it is actually self pleasure. Very awkward with men. I think more awkward than it is for you women.
Really?
Yeah, it's more awkward to
I didn't know
admit that no, I self pleasure sometimes, or I had times where I self pleasure. With guys, if you ask them openly in a group of guys,
Do you masturbate?
Do you
Yeah,
masturbate?
no,
They will move quickly away from that topic.
Oh yeah, get
Very
even
far away.
females. No,
Yeah.
even females are like that. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to share openly
But
that they do.
but with you guys, it doesn't kill
It's
the
okay.
character.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
It's like friend. Why don't you just get a man?
Man.
With us, it's like you are weak.
Weak.
Why can't you? So with
I
guys,
get
it kills the character more than it actually is an open topic to talk about. It's in alignment with I'm hurt.
But why?
As a man.
So you can't make yourself feel good. I don't get it.
It's not that.
Does it not feel good?
So
to
I
men?
think for
Because it feels
for example,
great to us.
so you self-pleasure, it's about understanding your body.
Yeah. You
Men,
need to.
men don't understand.
Yeah.
Like what I'm trying to
Yeah,
understand.
what I'm trying
At
to
that
understand.
time, I just want to release. That's
Exactly.
it.
Trying to
yeah.
understand what feels good to you. What, like, if a person, also with men, you guys just have that one part, ne?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's boring.
So yeah, it just goes there. Because
Yeah.
with you guys, when you guys self pleasure, I don't like to use the term masturbate, but when you guys self pleasure, you learn something about yourself.
Yes, yeah.
With us, it's just like he said, it's just something that no, I just want to do this and get this tension out of the way.
And
That's
now,
how yeah.
So you only do it if you're stressed.
Not that when you have
the outcome of
yeah.
it. So you may do it because you wanna get to know your
Get to
body
know-
I am
better.
so intrigued. Oh.
Yeah, like with
To
men.
us, I don't want to know anything.
Yeah,
I
there's
just want
nothing
to release.
know. I just want to release.
You just want
not-
to release, so you only did it because you want to release, not because you just want to feel good.
No.
No,
You don't feel good afterwards.
No,
No, we actually feel disgusted
absolutely
Oh
not. Absolutely not.
We actually feel disgusted.
But you
That's
should
it.
change. Why don't you feel good about making yourself come? I don't get it.
No, it's the guilt.
Guilt of what? Of
What are
rubbing
you doing?
yourself.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You're rubbing yourself. That's your thing. It is yours to rub.
But remember, a man is a very how can I put it?
Oh, am I just weird?
He sees himself. Yeah, he sees himself as a conqueror. How can
just
you conquer
conquer-
yourself?
Oh, so you can't conquer yourself.
Yeah, it
Please,
makes no sense.
No, guys, come on.
Like,
It makes
and
no
for
sense.
me. But give us a perspective
Yeah.
on self-pleasure as a woman.
As a
Maybe
woman.
we
Yeah.
don't get it.
Hey, y'all don't get it. You don't. I just heard the chat. Like, I'm just like, what? Okay, I've never actually I think this is my first time sitting with men and being able to have that conversation because they always want to hear from me, but they never share. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
and whenever I go and talk to people, it's always, what do you like? Tell us about it. But it's nice hearing that you guys look at it like that. I thought you guys loved it. I thought it was a thing. Like,
No,
send me
no.
pictures, let me rub. Like, you know how
No,
men like
no,
send me
no.
pictures, let me rub one out. I thought that was like y'all's motto. But as a woman, it's it's so great.
With us, it's a different type of
It's
story.
another way because I feel like with us, there's so many elements to us. Even just with the private area, there's so many places that a man doesn't get to explore. Even when I have intercourse with a man, sometimes he doesn't get to the spots that I can get to. They really don't. And then it's just like another form of learning yourself. You get to see yourself. And for me, as a lot of women, it's like, oh, I can make myself feel like that. Like I did that to myself. That is great, and I didn't have to wait for a man to do it to me, because we always have to wait for men to make us come. The fact that I can do it myself, it's like so empowering. It's like, don't need y'all, but I love y'all. But and if you're there, you add on to that.
Yep.
So I never say I don't need men. That's a lie. Men come and add on to that.
On top of what?
To on top of what? So it's like, when
So-
you come, I just show you I like it here. You know what I mean?
So I read somewhere, and this guy was saying he's now gotten addicted to masturbation, that he doesn't enjoy sex. So is there no risk of like you know places that a man can't touch you, for example?
He can't get to,
he
because
can't
even
get
if he
to.
tried, it's like
Yeah. And then you enjoy that. Now when men come, you can't enjoy that. Is there not that kind of risk that you might just enjoy yourself and you might never need a man again?
there is, but it's like a woman. I mean, there are some females now that can say that, but at the same time, you have to be realistic. Like, come on now. It's like anything in life. Anything too much of is bad. Too much of anything is bad. So you must be grown and have self-control. If you don't have self-control, I don't understand why you want to rub every day. Like, I mean, you can, but like just, I don't... that one is, for me, it's like too much of anything is bad. If you having too much of anything,
It's bad.
it's bad. It's bad. And if you're addicted, go to rehab.
But I have a take on that with the addiction and whatnot. Because if you look at it, don't look at it on is masturbating a lot or that. Sometimes it's a social issue. Like you find that a person is antisocial. So when are you going to have that confidence to go and approach a woman, have a conversation, a date, and whatnot, and engage in a sexual contact? So I think most guys, I think it's that thing of, hey, the thing. Also, the dating scene nowadays, there's too much expectation, requirements, and everything like that. So a guy thinks, you know what? Let me avoid all the expectations of the current standard, the social media standard, and all that. Let me just pleasure myself, and continuously trying to avoid the requirements. You self-pleasure, and then self-pleasure becomes a habit. And you develop habit by repeating something continuously. So I think it's that you get addicted to that, and then you find no point in
having...
Yeah.
I think that part of sex, like self-love, is that's something to look out for. But I feel like you can work around it if you talk to people and just find a balance with everything that you do in life. You cannot overdo it, but I feel like men can overdo it. Men will overdo it.
Because when I was saying we're going to discuss this topic, part of me was, a friend asked me, do you use sex toys? No. Sex toys.
Yeah, do you use sex toys actually?
What are sex toys?
That's a question I had for you.
I don't.
You don't use sex toys?
I don't use sex
toys. It's 2026.
I've never even seen one.
You should have told me to bring sex toys.
You need to explore.
You know what?
Do you have sex toys?
I wouldn't say I have.
But you wouldn't mind.
But what I've experimented with, I don't know if handcuffs are considered a sex toy.
It's part of
Part of foreplay, yeah. And depending on the type of person that you're dating at that point in time, if the person uses a sex toy on herself, you can be part of that. That's what I'm saying. You can, like, if you're a guy that's really understanding and a guy that's knows themselves and knows, you're aware and can communicate. I think it's easy for a woman to tell you know what, I often indulge in this.
And if you're a confident man.
If you're a confident man, it won't bother you. It's something that, okay, since you do that, let me help you. Let me join in.
I hear that. But at this time, the toys are here.
What are sex toys? Sex toys, look at them.
Yeah, but you can have, there's, what do you call, I don't know what you call it, the ring.
Cock ring.
Yeah, it has a vibrator on top. I've tried that before.
I've
tried that before, but it was something that me and that person that I was with were experimenting something, but it was a certain point in time, and it wasn't like a continuous thing after
all
that.
The time.
Yeah, it was just exploring. Okay, do we like this or we don't like this? We tried it, and then you move on from it.
It's like cooking. You cannot cook with one spice. You imagine just food with salt. You need aromat. That's sex toy.
For
Yeah,
what?
exactly. We
Oh,
spice
okay,
up
then
things.
eat your egg with salt.
I think
Food with no spice.
I think that's the problem with us black men. We don't want to
He's like,
try.
for what?
We don't want to try. We don't want to listen. We don't want to
Do you know what they
understand.
do? They take it to a different level. Like you can already make her come now. You know, for example, I'm gonna have to make a very vivid example. You know, when you being intimate to someone and you're going in, and you also low-key need to rub her at the same time. Like now, the sex toy can come in. You can focus your hands on something else while the sex toy is doing the rubbing. Do you know what I mean? So
But
it's there to just elevate it, and a sex toy just it elevates it. It's like spraying perfume after you get dressed. Smell nice.
But it's also personality. Personality is also a limitation. If my personality is very inverted, it's
think
very
sex toys-
yeah,
there's
it's very
different
difficult
sex toys for
to
different
engage
people.
in such. Your personality must be more outgoing for you to try those things. Like going to a typical guy to say, like imagine yourself going to a guy and saying, okay, you know what, let's try this. For him at that moment, it will come off as
Am I
you're
lacking?
insulting me.
So let's change
You
that.
don't think I
today.
can do
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but-
Let's change that today while we're here, ne?
Yeah.
Men, you are not lacking. Y'all hear me? You
Hey,
are not lacking.
Hey, you can't
We
speak
need
for them.
you. I'm telling
can't speak for
I'm
all
telling
of them.
you. Let me just say the sex toys, we need the men. They will never replace the men. There's no flesh. It's silicone. Like it's like rubber. It doesn't even feel like human. And you need the men to speak. You want him to say some stuff to you. That toy won't. So you are not lacking. It's just for extra pleasure.
Okay.
It's for extra pleasure, for indulgement. It's to help, like after being married, let's say for 5 years, and all you guys do is have sex on the bed,
Yeah.
on your.
Yeah.
Let's
I
add
hear you,
something.
I hear you.
Like after a while, let's just be spontaneous. You know.
Yeah, but you see, for now I'm gonna speak as a Tsonga man, very Tsonga man.
I hope that's all
A man is a man is a man.
on your side. Yeah.
A man is a man is a man.
I trust myself to deliver. So as soon as you say
you're not-
introduce sex toys, are you insulting my level of delivering? Are you saying I can't? I need a toy to help me.
I'm saying you can always deliver. I would just like some elevation. That doesn't mean
Yeah.
there's something wrong. It's just, let's elevate this. Let's take it to another
It's
level.
food. It's
And I
food.
think you would enjoy it.
Yeah, it's food. I think it's food.
It's food.
There's no way you can just take meat and just cook it.
For the rest of
There
your
has,
life.
there has to be
add a
onion,
salad,
there has to be spice, there has to be
little bit of
watwa.
Yeah, but you see-
Yeah.
little
All
bit
of those.
beetroot.
Yeah.
But now you want to add the spices that come from China that I don't know.
No, but then remember, this is a communicate. Sex is an
China,
interaction. It's an interaction. It's a give and take thing. Yeah. There's no. I don't think there's any way you can have sex without interaction.
Must start with
yeah,
something small.
yeah,
I'm gonna
it
start
must
you
be.
with the C-ring so
Yeah.
you can see that.
Yeah, I think it's a
You work
conversation
with
thing.
it.
It's a comfortability thing. If a comfortability thing. Sorry, if I'm comfortable with this, it's a. I want to try this. Do you want to try this?
Yeah.
No, I'm not comfortable with that. Do you
And
want
with
to try
sex
this?
toys, lube, 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 please.
Let's
Let's
backtrack
stop
a little.
spitting. Let's stop the
Hey,
spit.
hey,
We're grown
what are
now.
they?
Let's
Hey, we
backtrack
grown.
a little bit. Let's
Okay.
backtrack a little bit. So the only sex toy I know is a vibrator.
Okay.
Okay.
What are these sex toys besides the vibrator?
Okay.
That's the only
Also,
thing I know.
also fill me in. I only know. Okay.
You know what? If I knew, I would have bought the whole set. But okay, so there's different types. There's a vibrator and there's dildos. Okay.
Okay.
At some point, I thought it was the same thing. I categorized them as
No,
the same thing.
a
Yeah.
dildo. Basically, it's almost the same thing. When they started with sex toys, it was mainly dildos. So dildos are just the toy. So you know, have you seen the ones that you stick on the wall and they just have the veins?
Yeah.
They don't move. It's just a toy that you can use to just dild yourself, to do yourself. A vibrator, you don't necessarily have to insert it because it vibrates. So a dildo can vibrate as well. So that's what I'm saying, now they're more interlinked. You know how everything now is
Yeah.
just like, so yeah, a vibrator is the ones that a lot of people have and rather prefer because you just put it on your clit or your genital sac. I'm trying to be very yeah, it can vibrate on the genital sac. It feels nice, or whichever area you feel like arouses you, you put it there. There's every vibrator has different levels, so it won't be just one vibration. It will be like bzzz, like different.
So it's not it's not a female thing. A vibrator is not a female thing.
No,
It's
there's
a
male.
unis-
You can. It's unisex.
Aye.
It's for males as well.
I'm going
You
back
get-
to I'm going back to being a Tonga man now.
Aye. Have you seen
that
Impossible
one-
Vagina?
Yeah, I've seen.
It vibrates. it's also a vibrator. It vibrates and it's warm and it makes sounds. So it's not only for females, and you insert it and then it's like, I just wish I had the stuff you didn't tell me. But there's ones for males that I said that tickle you down there. Like the C-ring, if you have it on, it will tickle you down there and tickle her at the same time. There's different types of C-rings.
So what I'm hearing is
water?
you're saying there's different sex toys.
There's lots,
sex toys
over like
for
1,000. Yes, for men and females. And then for different lovers. If you're a man and a man, if you're a female and a female, there's sex toys for like 2 males, 2 females. Then there's sex toys for married couples. There's sex toys for singles. You must go to the shop and be like, I'm a single man and I want to pleasure myself, or I want a sex toy for me and my partner. It's not just sex toys for singles.
So you are in this game. You already sell this stuff.
Yeah.
How many black men come and look for sex toys? Let's be honest.
If I'm going to be honest, not a lot. It's the Caucasians. They love them. But it will be the females looking for the toys for their partners. So the men is not something that they're comfortable with doing. I'm not going to lie. But you do get men that are, it's not a lot. Probably like 20%, 80% is women.
Okay.
But it's also, so of the 80% of women, let's say 70% are couples. 30% is singles. So can you see that it's not a lot of single people that buy from us? A lot of people that buy from us are married couples. Married couples, mind you. Single people in Aporeg.
Hi.
So now,
Speaking about single people, did you guys see that TUT, is it TUT? No, it's University of Pretoria. There was a PowerPoint thing. I think it was a lecture. I think they were speaking about crime and all that. They said single people are most likely to commit a crime.
yeah.
Because you're bored. I'm kidding. Hey.
So let's, because I'm intrigued. I want to understand this thing. How do you introduce the sex toy? Like, baby, let's go buy a sex toy. Like, how do you get there to say now we need an elevation and we need sex toys?
How do you introduce a trip to your girlfriend? Like, hey, we're going to the bush or we're going to a hotel. How do you do that?
But that's easy. It's like, let's go have fun.
Same.
Yeah, I think it's the same way.
But we're already, with sex, we're already having sex.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we say it's best, it's good, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
you guys are already having trips. You're already going on vacations. It's good. It's best. It's amazing.
I think that's the best time to actually introduce
Yeah,
it.
like
When
on a trip, be like, baby, I'm planning a trip. I wanted us to do
because
something
it's a different
fun.
place.
You can just be like, babe, I just want us to try something fun. You let me know what you're comfortable with. Like, and I always say the safe space, starts very small. And then, because it comes in different sizes, and start small. Start with the C-ring and start with a small, like vibrating butterfly or whatever. Start small and see if she's comfortable. And then as you get into it, then you increase the size, the pace, and the levels. Yeah.
So guys, I want to know from whoever's watching, be honest. Be honest. Be honest with us. Just leave a comment.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a sex toy? Have you ever used one? Especially men, I'm interested. Have you ever tried a sex toy out of willing, not forced or bribed? Like, have you ever tried it? Now, part of the conversation, right, is...
Sorry, can I just say to our viewers, those that haven't seen the sex toy, this is your time to shine. Go on Instagram at intimate _Lashka, LUSHKA. You will see all the sex toys that you need to see there. And we give you tips about sexual enhancements and just like self-love and sexual liberation. Thank me later.
Nice. Go like, guys. Now let's dive deep in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sex is difficult.
Extremely.
Sex is difficult.
Especially for a man. Let's be honest.
Difficult.
It is.
You know this thing people say,
How many?
sex is
3
difficult.
rounds.
Please elaborate.
Okay, from my side, why I say it's difficult is because women are not the same. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Sexually. Let's start there. What you did previously in the certain person that you were dating might not work this side.
Yeah.
The duration, the effort, the when to do what and when to do. So also foreplay. I think a lot of guys struggle with foreplay.
Yeah.
And it's not even like I know how we have a conversation with guys and you can see how how guys interact with their spouses or girlfriends and whatnot. You can tell because our misconception is that we think foreplay starts in the bedroom.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
That's the thing, and you can see how your friend or your colleague or interacts with the woman.
The guy, yeah.
You can
That
be
is
out,
so
yeah.
true.
You can be out somewhere. That moment in time, it's a build up for a woman. Like me taking you
Yes.
out, it's a build up. It's a build up.
Yes.
We think the moment I touch you,
That's where it
That's when
I'm
it
starts.
like
starts.
I'm already.
and it doesn't start there. So that's what I'm saying.
glad that
It's
you
very
guys know
difficult.
this.
No, you must be awake as a
must be
man.
awake.
But it took me some time. It's
But
the
not all of us
age.
know.
It's not easy.
But not all of us know.
Yeah.
But another thing why I say sex,
What do
besides
you mean?
it,
So men don't know that?
Oh, average man. It takes
They're actually
you.
right. They actually don't.
Yeah.
Now that I think of it, they don't.
the most average men, sex is putting it in,
coming
coming
out.
full
Yeah.
stop.
Full stop.
Has nothing to do
Boring.
with floor
you.
play, nothing. We don't even care if you came
Yeah, if you
what.
give or not.
It's
Most guys
me.
don't. Yeah.
That's how it is. It's a me thing.
Dominance.
It's a me thing.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
dominance thing. So that's why I'm saying sex is.
You're
but
right. I think it goes with the woman. I don't really meet guys that don't want to pleasure me. Maybe it's because they know that I already took. But it's like, I feel like men, some men, grown men, want to pleasure the woman.
Yeah, because it's age. It's understanding.
now you understand.
Yeah, now
You
you
are woke.
understand. But I think from age 20 to probably, I'll say 27,
Can I ask?
most there,
Yeah,
there's
you
no
naive.
clue.
You don't care.
Yeah, there's no
You
clue
just-
on
you're
what
still
I'm,
selfish
what
doing
I'm
it for
doing.
yourself.
And we think the longer it is, the better it is.
Can I ask
And
you
it's
guys a
not about
question?
that.
Do you guys, is it more pleasurable for a man when you pleasure the woman, or is it just always better for the guy to just come?
I think that one is each to his own.
It's each to
yeah,
its
Oh,
yeah,
it's
each
not
to
a
his
thing,
own.
it's not a guy
It's
thing.
not the guy thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not-
it's a
yeah.
preference thing.
It's a
Okay,
preference.
y'all.
Okay, I think with me, I find pleasure with seeing you pleasured.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done my part if you are not, and I'll ask for feedback. Are you good?
But
anything?
you ask for feedback.
I mean, personally, I don't mind even if it breaks my heart. At least,
So
at
you know
least.
for next
So you've
time.
got a strong-
I think
strong
asking
ego.
for feedback is very important.
I've got a strong personality. I'm
You
very
ask it
strong.
right there and there. What if?
I
What if
don't
it,
not
No,
right there and
like,
there.
You
I
squeeze
think
it in the chat.
yeah, I think maybe after we can be texting or
Yeah.
we can be having a call. Hey, so
but
yesterday.
I know men to us to have egos.
Yeah, and
We've
you're
got very big
Yeah.
egos. So if you are going to say, "Ah no,
wasn't
I
the
didn't
one."
even come,"
you're gonna
Then
get
I'll go
mad.
back. I'll go back, me,
You
and try
can't be
again.
mad. He can't get
Me,
mad because you're the one that asked for the feedback.
I
That's why
can't
we
be
don't
mad.
ask for feedback because it might not be the right feedback.
Me, I want it.
You know how you see on
I want the feedback. I want
I
the
don't know if I've
feedback.
given feedback, yes.
I think you haven't been asked because you're also
Yeah.
afraid to. What he's saying exactly that.
Yeah, like, I
most
don't-
guys would think, hey, if I know it's gonna break my heart. With me, I think I've gotten positive feedback. I've gotten negative feedback, and it wasn't on a. I didn't take it like, oh, I didn't do this,
Or you didn't take it personally.
I took it as the person I'm dealing with right now likes this,
Yeah.
and I mean I did not understand that
but it's
person.
because you're
Sound.
woke.
Yeah, but not everyone.
But you are
But
woke.
it takes time. It takes
You're
time.
woke. But I can guarantee
Yeah.
you, men out there who are watching us right now, they are not woke.
I'm
They
sure
don't care
I'm
even
sure
for
they
the
look at me like that guy in that gray
Guys,
shirt. No, what kind of guy is this? I'm sure he's an after 9 or something like that because I'm open to listening. Guys have this thing
So
of saying,
I want to understand from the lady's perspective.
yeah,
You see, with guys we talk. Apo him shy.
yeah,
you
lies,
guys
lies.
do
That
that?
time,
Why we not there?
that time lies.
That time there was something happening.
Yeah,
Maybe last 2
lies,
minutes.
that time, lies.
Just aye.
So men do talk more than females because we go into details, but I'm not gonna go into if I'm with the person into a
No,
lot of
I
details because
don't-
I don't want you to now want to.
No, we don't give out details
Detail.
like that. Not like the
Oh,
details.
you just saying.
Yeah.
I'm shy.
Yeah,
But
child,
why?
and then the gestures of what I
Yeah,
did,
Papa,
and
yes.
and what.
Do you guys talk like that?
We do talk, but it's not with everyone. There's selected people. I don't want people
because they
to
know
this.
themselves. They know women.
Because-
It's very weird for me to want his girl because of what he told me.
me.
It's very
Yeah.
weird for us to do that.
You know what I mean? So some girls will be like ready,
I
and
won't,
then they'll
yeah.
start wanting to experiment
What's
that.
the concept, Vela, around
I
that?
have no idea.
What's the concept
I have
around you
no
guys
idea what
wanting
it is.
or envying
I don't think
Yeah.
it's envy. It's almost like if I tell you I just had like such a nice cake from Woolworths, you might want to go buy it and taste
Taste
it.
it.
With guys, it's like guys are
No,
more
yeah,
like
with
it's
guys,
nice for
that's
you.
good.
Yeah, it's good for you.
It's
good
good
for
for
you.
you, no.
Good for you.
But
It's a nice
girls are
cake.
like that. I don't know where it stems from. But also, that's why we have things like girl code and stuff like that because females are
So
just.
you know, with guys, ne? You can walk like, yeah, long I'm taller, ne? Oh, shy boy. Do women, when we pass, you look at us like sexually, like, oh, this guy.
Hardly. There'll be like one or two, but it's probably like movie stars or something.
It's never like
on the
average guy.
streets.
But don't you look at a man and say,
This one I want him in
there's
my
a
bed.
there's a
Yeah,
follow up
but
question for
hardly,
that.
like
I
10
have a
like-
question. I have a question for
Like
that.
1 out of 10 guys, you'd be
Yeah.
like, okay. But for women, you need, like you said, you
Yeah.
need to stimulate the girl even before you get intimate with her. Like turn me on by like, I don't know, looking at me or something.
Okay.
Like talk to me nice.
So, but my question was going to be, you see how men look at women like publicly
Yeah.
or we visualize because men are like visual creatures and women,
women are emotional.
emotional and also audible. You guys fall in love with what we say
Yeah.
before what we do. We fall for how you guys look.
Before,
Before anything. So do you guys look at guys, maybe a guy, and can tell if he's good in bed or what by just the look?
Sometimes, yes. Like we can, if we have discussions, we
Yeah.
can sit and be like, yeah, it's mainly
we
this,
give off the
it's like a
signs,
stigma
the
of like,
stigma.
I'll give you
Yeah.
one stigma, like
Yeah.
skinny niggas, they'll say.
That's
Oh,
good,
okay.
that's good.
I
But
get it.
when you get older, it's like I know a friend that prefers them to have a little bit of mukab.
True.
Like
But also his age.
the dad bod.
Because you can find that in
Yeah.
my time I was a skinny guy.
Yes.
So maybe I took
Took
that
the
performance.
Like when you get older now, like now in my age group, it's like dad
Yeah.
bod. We don't
Okay,
want
okay.
the skin. One the
Yeah.
men that puts their pants here below their bums. Please.
So there's this saying of post-nut clarity. Happens a lot with men. Like, you know,
Yeah. Tell me.
you may think that you're
Taking notes,
stressed, or you know, like I may feel like I like you, but it's because I don't. Because I haven't. But after,
It's because you haven't fucked me.
So the another practical example: you come over, we chill, we're having a good time, we had dinner, we had everything, and then we smashed. Now I've got post-nut clarity. I want you out. I want to be alone. I don't want to cuddle. I don't want to do all of those things. Now I want to be alone. Do you women have post-nut? Because men have it a lot.
Yeah. Post-nut,
I said
yeah.
women don't have post-nut. We have post-date. Like if I go on a date with you, I just know this is the last time this man will ever see me in his life. We have that.
That's tough.
Like if
And
I
that-
spend time
that
and you don't make sense and we're speaking and it's just like, ew, and you chew funny, it's like, close your mouth. You're never gonna see me.
That
again.
time I spent 3,000 on that date.
Date.
And you don't
Yeah,
want to
we
see me
really
again.
do.
You
have
see how
post-date.
difficult it
if
is.
we make it, if you make it past the first date,
You good.
You see how difficult it is now for a man, because imagine now I have to go on a date because I'm openly trying to date or trying to get a girlfriend. So now I meet you, we go on a date, and maybe you have your post date clarity, and then you don't want to see me again. Now I have to go back and go and find someone else. How much do you think now a man has to spend on trying to just find
why are you spending a
decent-
lot on the first date?
No, but then
No,
it's
there's
standards.
expectations. No,
Standards.
women.
Things are also
I mean, take her to a nice place, but
you'll be saying you
Okay,
don't take
no.
me serious. Why are you taking me here?
Women are very
Ah,
commercial.
yeah.
Women are very expensive.
Yeah, women are very, very
they
expensive.
are. So don't date if you're not.
Then how am
financially-
I fulfilling my purpose on earth as a man if I'm not gonna date? Because
I think look at a different caliber of women. There are women that don't care.
But
Like
women
goals.
evolve. Women evolve. It's not even about if I can take a girl from Emakai, for example, and I bring her to Joburg. It will take her literally 6 months. 6 months to be 6 months to be.
Yeah, I do
the
get
same.
it.
Yeah.
I do sympathize with the
So
guys on
it-
that part.
yeah,
Shame. Y'all have
so-
it bad. It
So
sucks.
you know, there's and I say, and I may be wrong. I say that it's easier for women to forgive cheating, and it's way
You're right.
it's way difficult for us to forgive cheating
You're very right.
because to us, sex is like I can meet you today. I don't even know your name. We smash, and I don't even have your number, and life goes on. I'm not attached. I
How do you
don't
guys
have-
do that?
I don't know, but it's
I,
like
I, I,
that.
th- I think it's
You
a
literally
it's
just
a,
inserted a part of you into someone,
I
and
think
then
I think
you
it's
don't
a
care.
I think
You
it's a creation
inserted.
I
thing.
don't even know you.
Yeah, it's a
You
creation
went
thing.
inside.
I don't know you.
I
don't
think it's a
even know
creation
you.
thing. It's a creation thing. Like you were made to
Like, that is-
to reproduce.
Juice.
So you are doing. So listen, there's a moral thing and there's a
So
there's a
basically, men
nature
that
thing.
do that, they have no morals.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the reason why we are monogamous or it's a moral thing. When we created, there was a moral compass that said it's morally good to have one partner
No.
Yes.
because of the if outcomes that might come with the law. So that thing of just being able to sleep with law, we're naturally created to reproduce. So men can do that naturally. But the moral
Without
compass,
feeling
yeah,
anything, ne?
yeah. But the
Like,
moral
you don't
compass
even
in
feel a
you,
thing.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
a
But
small anyana, like,
yeah, you
shame.
can feel. But that's the moral compass in you speaking,
Give me a
saying
percentage of shame that you feel afterwards. No, I just want to see something.
Shame.
it depends. It depends. It
No, I need
depends.
like 10%. Like, okay, I feel 10%.
I don't
No,
think I
zero.
can know. It depends. Each to his own.
Zero.
Each to his own. Each to his own. It depends on how I feel about the person I'm with at that current time.
What's the what?
So if
So you've literally had sex and never felt anything, just like, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. And that's it.
it's
And-
a man's
and,
nature.
And the reason, I think you women, you understand that part of us. That's why it's easy for women to forgive cheating.
Forgive. I think in the back of your mind,
You
you're thinking,
understand, it probably didn't mean anything. It was just, because it literally doesn't mean anything. But for us to forgive cheating, because I know
That's
for you
another-
to open your legs, definitely you felt something.
because
There's no way.
But it's the same thing. You open someone else's legs.
No. This is my take. This is my take about women, and you can because I'm not a woman. I
Yeah.
can't speak for you guys, but I'm saying this is my take. I think for a woman, for you to get naked for another guy, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
personally, if I was with someone that someone cheated on me, and I'll ask you, I know what happened between me and you, how we started, and how you behaved.
In the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning of our relationship. So this person that you were sleeping with, there was investment there because I
Yeah.
know you. I know that you wouldn't just. So when
that's-
you're cheating, there's emotion invested. You're not just gonna just.
So that's
Unless
my
maybe
thing. So men
it's your
don't
occupation.
invest-
I don't want to shine on other people's law, but unless it's your occupation to do so.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, if that's
that's
your
what you
power,
do.
that's what
Yeah,
you do.
but then
There
for you
are
to
some
just
females, yes.
yeah. So if you are just open to get naked, I'm not even saying the sex part. For you to be naked for another
To be
man,
naked, it takes a lot.
it takes a lot for
It
you
does.
to get there.
But that's
Even
my,
the visiting a guy.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like, ew.
well, for you guys, it's like where did you guys have sex? At his place. You frequented
So
that
I
place.
went there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the first
It's
time.
not the
Yeah,
first
you
time.
see, that's
It's
what I'm
hardly
saying.
the first time.
So with guys, it could be anywhere. It could be in the car. It could be
Yeah.
with guys that for you to have sex with the guy in the car.
But that's the same
For the
thing.
first-
Can you hear what she's saying,
Yeah.
right? So that means the guy also invested before he had sex.
No.
Because some girls, you guys will like the chase. So some
Yeah.
girls will be like, I'm not gonna stop till, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah,
same
but
thing.
for us, it's I won't call it investment. I
Yeah.
call it chase.
Chase,
It's,
yeah. We
it's a
enjoy the
game.
chase.
We're playing.
Yeah, we're playing.
It's a game.
It's a man's nature.
It's not an
A man's
investment.
nature.
You
is
said a
created to
game.
hunt.
Yeah, it's a game
Yeah.
because as soon as it happens, it's chai.
Man.
Done. Game over.
Game over.
But if it's an investment, then as soon as it happens, then there's follow-ups. There's that and that. There's that and that. Let me ask you a very interesting question. It's interesting because when there are couples very intimate, then they introduce threesomes, then they introduce apparently swingers. And for me, I'm like, kanjani?
Kanjani.
Ow.
Yeah, ne?
Your take. I want your take. We'll go ahead, then we move to
Hey,
yeah.
like you guys said, to each its own. If it
Yeah.
For me, if we are not, I feel like there should be a boundary once we are like married. But if we're still exploring and having fun, if that's something that you like, go for it. But if I was in a situation like that, I always think that it would have to be like a girl that I like or something. I must pick the girl. I don't know. I don't know how to answer the question. Like, to each, hey, do your thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know a guy and a girl from back home. they're in the adult porn space
Oh,
as a couple.
oh.
That time as a couple. I'll share with you guys after that so that you can know. So they at first they were shooting by themselves. So shooting by themselves doing the thing. Then they started introducing other people, but it started with
For content. After a while it gets boring. We've been seeing you guys.
So now I think they started with introducing girls first, then guys first.
You see,
And I'm burning so much to ask him how.
like, are you okay with seeing her?
This is your girl
pussy.
for how.
I feel like that's rich people stuff, though. That's like rich people
No,
stuff.
they're not I they're pushing content. So I want to
like
just
porn
tap
stars.
into I want to tap into his brain and understand how are you letting this happen and how did you get here?
To agree.
Yeah, because you could have
'Cause
carried
I
on with
saw
your
it.
guys' content. Because there's a market for you guys.
Because
to
for
carry
me,
on.
Shem,
Yeah,
a
so-
miyamba
Yeah.
with my woman.
We're fighting.
So
Right.
imagine
You
how
can't
you
kiss
have
my
to come.
woman.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be quick.
How you
I
can't.
don't know. What do you think?
So when I used to work in Stellenbosch, I had a lot of white friends. It's a thing. It's like
Yeah, they have orgies. I saw, like in varsity, we had a lot of international students. They literally had orgies. Like we are in university and you guys are having.
it was a
sex.
thing, and I was like, I was
Yeah, it's a
so
thing.
shocked.
It's called it's a party, and we all know we're coming here today. We're all gonna take off our clothes. We're about to. We're getting effed tonight. Like all of us here, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want, you can
You
have.
pick and choose, you know.
Yeah.
So I've got this friend.
They
Then
love it.
they invite me to this party.
They invited you.
Yeah, I go.
Or they
Yeah,
didn't invite you.
They love inviting
I
you.
go there. I'm like, okay, you know, young. You're trying to find out what this thing is. When I get there, I don't know if it's anxiety or anything for me or was trauma.
Yeah.
I can't picture this thing. To me, it's like, Kanjani, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And I left. And they're like, then they come the next day. Yo, we had fun. This and this happened. Now when they are explaining it,
Yeah.
yo, it was
You
fun.
like,
Yeah,
how
it sounds
it
fun.
was.
They're probably taking something.
No.
They were probably taking
They just
something.
let me tell you, they just enjoy it. We get invited to bridal showers and bachelor parties. They really enjoy it. It's some that don't even take anything. It's just like they just love sex and they love to explore with sex. That's why we're getting these weird Epstein files. By time the sex, some of them to that extent, like they're very wild.
And that's very dangerous. You mentioned pornography. Now let's move right there to pornography.
Yeah.
And I think that would allow porn.
Is pornography good or bad?
I said little.
Is it good or bad? Is it healthy?
I think I don't also want to tap into my Christianity side because it's itching on the side. But then, speaking as a human being, as we live in the world, I think it depends how you consume it, or how much also you consume it. And I'm just speaking honestly from my perspective. If you consume it on a daily basis, then there's something wrong.
Something's very wrong.
Also, the pornography is always connected to something. Are you watching it to masturbate? Are you watching it to learn? Are you watching it to, maybe you're watching it with your partner, maybe to arouse the
Learn a
moment. But I don't
skill.
think women enjoy watching porn with a man and then engaging like that. But then, personally, I just think
You
it's
don't know
how
women,
much. Huh?
You don't know women. Shem.
You enjoy watching? No, I'm saying, do you enjoy watching it with a man?
It depends.
Like you are with your man, and then I'm putting
you
you
Why
on,
are
and
we
then you-
watching it though? Like you said, there has to be
Yeah,
a
but-
reason why we watch. You can't just watch it like a movie. That's boring. We must watch it so that we know. But okay, I'm watching it so that afterwards we can. There's no point in watching porn then not doing the deed after. For me personally,
So
I'm not gonna watch porn and then just go to bed after. Doesn't make sense.
So for me, porn, it's a misinterpretation. I don't know what's the right word, but porn can mislead you.
very
Yeah.
misleading.
It's very misleading. Yeah,
Very
it's very
misleading.
misleading.
And
And
then
you
they've
men
got-
want us
Yeah.
to perform like that.
And then
I
there's
don't pull my
cut,
hair.
there's-
slap
But you also want us to perform like that.
Not really.
Wow.
It's misleading. You know, my first experience, we used to watch SABCE.
Yeah.
Wake up at
12
night.
o'clock.
Oh, you're not traumatized. I was so traumatized.
But
No,
now,
but
remember, I come
our
with
brain was curious.
I come with
Yeah, but I was
Yeah.
just like, It looked very painful.
Now I come with that knowledge of porn. Now I want to do the deed.
Yeah.
It's a total opposite. Yeah, it was difficult. And I'm like, porn is misleading.
Yeah.
Now it is misleading.
And then
Very,
people
very
are
much.
they're screaming.
But if you
Yeah.
can almost be like a porn star, try.
Nah, I wouldn't.
I'm kidding.
There's a lot of if you come across the behind the scenes, they can take a whole day
But
shooting.
most of them are on something, so I always tell guys most of them are on something.
Like what?
The
Like
porn star.
enhancement or something?
Yeah, not even enhancement, like they're probably like on a drug or
Drug,
something.
something.
Yeah.
Because
there's
it's not
no ways
normal.
there's no ways you can be like that. Have you had high sex? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
how different is it from when you're not high? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. It does give a
It
different
does
feel.
give it a
to-
different,
yeah.
like an elevation a bit.
Yeah.
Not saying y'all get high, it's legal now, but like, you know what I mean? That's how you know that they're on something.
But did porn teach you anything?
Yeah. Well, for me, it taught me a lot, like how to give head.
But how does it? Because that's
With guys, we don't learn anything mostly. We just I still have it. Okay. But then with guys, we don't learn much. I think
There isn't much.
That's why I said it's to us. It's like it's fake because what we see from the guy, it looks like he's doing the thing. Then you take that and you put it into action. It doesn't come out the way you thought it was going to come out. You understand? You guys, you might get more information in terms of how to do this, how to do that. How to do, but with us, it's like
Like how to ride, how to, yeah. So it's not all bad. I don't watch it every day.
But you recommend someone to watch porn?
If you're trying to learn about sex and you're trying to see how to do certain things, watch porn, duh.
But it's not
Who's
better.
gonna teach you? Are you guys willing to teach your partners? Because some men just, that's another thing. Communication, and most men just think you already have had sex and you know all these things. Now he wants to put you on the wall and it's just like.
But do you knock him for trying something new? Just trying something new.
I think if you want to watch porn for learning purposes, yes. There are some, there's even on YouTube, you can learn, there's a woman on YouTube I used to watch, she teaches you like how to ride, how to arch your back and stuff like that.
Is that
for females.
Is that content like clean? It's just like
No, it's on YouTube, so it's clean. Because
okay.
YouTube wouldn't allow it,
Yeah.
so it's like on YouTube. So yeah, for stuff like that. But she won't show you how to give head because you can't. So if you want to learn how to give head, just watch porn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anal sex.
yeah.
Yes or no?
Hey.
I will
Not
end
you,
with
on you, on him as a man, like they.
Like
doing
like
you
you,
so-
like
I
you
would-
doing it as a guy.
But there's two ways for a guy. Would you let someone? Because even females, I can, with a sex toy. Do you?
No, but then now it questions my sexuality.
No, it doesn't.
It does. Why are you
We're
as a
exploring
man?
each other's
No,
private parts.
no. I think the moment you start engaging,
I feel like you're opening a Pandora's box.
yeah, you're opening a different side of a man that shouldn't be. It wasn't meant to go there. Why are you?
So you are the one penetrate. You wouldn't penetrate.
You wouldn't, for example, if I was your girlfriend and I said, let's try it,
Sorry.
you wouldn't put it in my ass.
I think it would take a lot for me to end up getting to the point where I'm doing it. It would take a lot of convincing. But then on a normal basis to say, let's do that. I think I'd rather say,
I have a
why
view.
am I?
I'm saying
I
men
think
would
be
do that.
open-minded, yeah.
I'm saying men would do that again.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Why are you going there?
So
What if I only enjoyed doing it to a female? Like, female.
How do you?
Because it feels, angithi, you know how you're
or like doing
doggy?
it. Oh, so it,
You,
still the wrong hole, my brother. Why are you going there?
I don't think once you've tried it, it feels like the wrong hole. It probably feels like the better hole for a lot of guys that have tried it. And I just think with anal, be open-minded. You don't know until you've tried. In this world, everything that is being done before someone was like, don't do it, you know? But
So you are pro anal sex.
I am pro-love. If you love anal sex, I love you.
Okay.
Love is love.
That means at her place it's very spicy. It's very.
I'm not talking on myself. I'm just talking about anal sex as
Yeah.
a thing. I
Okay.
wouldn't. You want me to answer for myself?
Yeah, answer
I
for
wouldn't
yourself.
mind trying it. I don't. You never know. What if I like it? But also, I don't think it's something that I would do a lot because I've seen I know the side effects of it.
Okay.
Too much of it will make your anal loose, then you can't control your poop.
See, exactly.
You see? So I would try maybe like once in 5 years for spies. For spies, just do.
It's why we're going there. He's right. To us guys, like,
If
it's
you go there,
So you wouldn't try it?
No, that's completely off the limit.
it's
You see?
off, yeah.
Off the.
Yeah, we're not trying that.
You know, hey, tell you a funny story. Once upon a time in life, busy doing something, and then this girl goes and put a finger.
Yo,
Did you see the jump?
yo,
Oh, you guys don't like that?
don't do it to me.
What are you doing?
Don't
You know
do
what?
it to
African
me.
men don't like that, I've noticed.
Don't do it to me.
What are you doing? Are you now?
That's actually a very good spot
Like,
for men to get
yeah,
aroused.
it's like rimming. Don't.
It's actually a very good
Please.
spot for you guys to actually.
Please,
That's the
please.
most sensitive part you guys have, and it's like if you were just free to be free and let yourself go and let someone do you nicely.
But
Yeah,
do,
daughter, don't do that.
but do you think
It's not taken away from your manhood.
But do you
We
think
are
it's actually
being intimate?
Do you think it's actually? They say no, a man's G spot is that. Don't you think it's?
It is
It's that community that is convincing us that it is actually
It's
a
not-
man's door, and it's a
No.
sort of a propaganda to make you think that no, yeah, it's actually a thing. I don't know.
No, because your G spot is there. And
How do you
Exactly.
know? How do you
Yeah,
find
niche
them?
spot.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
entertaining.
saying. Like it's there in your anus. So
There
with
is no
women,
way.
we have it a lot around the clit. It's not just on the clit.
Then I'd enjoy pooping if my G spot was there. Don't you
But
think?
the thing is with pooping, it's coming out. It's not going. It's going the opposite way. You need it to go up. I must put it. I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying be open-minded.
no.
You never know
But you
until
see,
you try.
it was meant to come out.
Yeah, it's meant
Why
to
is
come
it
out.
going back?
It must not go in.
a lot
That's
of
the
things
ish.
were meant to come out, and now we are in this world. Explore,
Aye.
live a little.
Let's reflect a little bit. Let's
Yeah.
reflect a little bit. What's one myth about sex you wish would disappear?
Who must go first?
You can go first. Ladies first all the time.
I'm trying to think. There's a lot. Okay, one myth that I wish to disappear is that the more men, women fuck, the looser the vagina becomes. It's actually the opposite. So the more men I might fuck, the tighter it becomes. Okay? So I want that to go.
Wait,
Yeah.
Really? Wait.
So
Go
it's,
back.
yes,
Go
like
back.
I'm telling you, have you had sex with your partner in the night, the day before, and then you wake up in the morning and you want to have sex with her? Is it not tighter than when it was? Because it swells up. You know what I mean? It doesn't get loose. It swells up. And also the vagina cleans itself and everything like that. So it always goes back to itself. It doesn't get looser. So you guys...
I think we don't pay that much attention to whether it's...
But men love morning sex because it's tighter from the night before.
No, it's
we just
because-
like morning sex because when you wake up, you have a
are
boat.
rude.
But also because it's tighter.
No,
But anyways,
it's
that's
not
the
in our.
myth.
It's not in
Y'all
our.
need to go with that.
Yeah.
Like go away with that because you can Google it. You can chat GPT. You can go to a doctor, a gynae. They will tell you it doesn't get loose.
But also,
Because we feel like
That's the thing y'all made up, and y'all don't even have vaginas. It's crazy. Crazy stuff.
oh yeah, you got us on that one. A myth. I think a myth that could go away is that men aren't willing to listen to what women want sexually. Women always conclude to say, longing him jail. I'm not gonna tell him because he's gonna do it. I think you guys keep quiet too much, then end up either leaving or talking bad about the guy instead of the same way you can be able to say, hey, I've got a problem here, I need money for this. It's the same way you can tell a guy, okay, you know what, I feel like this. Yes, sometimes a man might not listen to you, but then rather tell him than leave after or do whatever you want to do with whatever response you get at that moment.
So you're saying men can improve?
I'm saying men can improve. Like the way you guys just conclude. No, this penis does this. This penis does this. Skinny guy does this. What?
Yeah.
You can be surprised.
Speaking of that, does size matter?
Yeah, it does. Let me tell you why.
Why?
first of all, the very big ones are so uncomfortable, so it does matter. Like, I don't like big dicks.
I've heard that a lot.
It's like you might say it doesn't matter in terms of maybe performance, but size does matter because yours things are not the same. Now it's curved. It's not nice. Sorry, like it's it pokes you. Size does matter in terms of maybe insertion, maybe going in at the point of insertion. Like the big ones are painful. Let's not pretend like pelagai sex is nice, Mara. It's not that. It's not like you know, the big ones when you're going in, it's very painful. The curved ones when you're going in, it's like, why is it curved? You know, the small ones, it's like, is it in? You know, so it does matter. But if you can perform and you can work, then after a while, the vagina, like I said, it will accommodate whatever is there. So if you curved, it will accommodate. If you're small, it will accommodate.
But what is like what you said, perform? What is perform?
You must
let's say I'm okay. Let's put an instance where it's big, like you said, they are the painful ones.
Yes, so you must
how
know.
do because I can't change size. Even if it's
Exactly.
small, I can't change size. I can at that moment in time. What do you mean as a woman?
So-
you must perform.
So if you know you have a big one, for example,
Yeah.
be gentle when you're going in. Don't just you know, be gentle. Know how to move it. You don't have to put in the whole thing. Like same time, like go in slowly, get some lube, like perform, like know that this thing is big and I might just hurt her. And if it's small, you might wanna get a Viagra just to make sure that you don't get tired. And just-
Yo, so much admin.
No.
You see, it
There's
goes back to your
healthy
point
ones
to
that are
say
natural.
it's
There's healthy
difficult.
ones that are natural
Yeah,
ones.
it's
It
difficult.
can be small, but if you are working it, just so that I can feel it.
Yeah.
Cause shame, they are really, really like no
Ridiculously,
offense,
yeah.
like it's really small. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
You know when you saying the big ones are painful. You know, gents brag about having
Yeah.
big dicks. Like
They
you
brag,
know,
yeah.
yeah. You see, you
I
see.
know.
But I think the brag is created
it's
by
created
them.
by y'all.
No,
by
it's you guys. It's you guys. You guys created the.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Hey,
man, Ngana,
Pegaso,
you born in
Pegaso.
Ghana.
I am
You
not for
born
that.
in-
I'm ashamed personally. If it's too big, I cannot like. Hey, get somebody.
I
else
think
to
also
do it.
the content that we've consumed from
From yeah.
we believed that if it's big.
Let it just be
You
normal
are not.
size. Normal size, please. Thank you. Over here. Hey.
Oh. So if it was up to you, ne, and you had to be able to see a man's thing before you date them, fully erect, would that satisfy you to say, okay, I can?
Yeah, maybe he has a chance.
I can.
I mean, we can work with
I
the
can.
big one. We're grown.
Because you
I'm
guys never
grown.
know. You date the
Yeah,
guy
that's
and
the
then
thing.
surprise.
You never know. Then it's like, ooh.
Yeah,
my guy.
surprise. And you find that maybe it's a great guy. It's a great guy.
Yeah,
and
we
it's
can work.
extremely
But
small.
like I said, the vagina will adjust. I'm
Isn't
just
that
saying
settling also?
What settling?
Yeah, settling.
Ah,
If it's small,
you
it's-
only settle for what you want
Yeah.
to settle for. So if I love you and it's small, we'll put in,
Dude.
we'll add some spice.
Hi.
Let's turn it to be a little bit serious. So I think there is a need for sexual education. Very important.
Yeah.
But who should be doing the teaching? Is it the parents? Is it teachers at school? Who must do the teaching?
That's such an interesting question. Because I feel like I learned about sex from friends. You know what? Because our parents are our parents. There's no ways we can change them now. They're probably not going to do it. I think whoever is comfortable at my house, my family, it's me. Whoever is comfortable with having that conversation, have the conversation. I cannot expect my dad to have that conversation with my little cousins and like my aunts, because they were not even open to have that conversations with themselves. They don't talk about it. So I think whoever is comfortable within us, because I feel like we're more open, have that conversation. I have those conversations.
I think for me, I think parents must. It's a must because you see how white kids never have issues with sex, like teenage
Yeah.
pregnancy and all
They
these
do, it's
things.
just not
Yeah, it's not that
as-
because they have that education of law. When I was in primary, 16-year-olds were already having sex, and teenage was like,
Yeah.
those white people would engage like that. You understand? But because with them, it's like, my child, know this. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is what it is, and this is what it is.
Can
With
you-
us, you guys start
you-
talking about. With women, I think you guys start talking about sex when you get your first period, and then your mom's like, "Yabona manje, ungalala nemfana. This is gonna happen like that." You understand what I'm
That's
saying?
their way. That's what I'm saying. I don't think, unless you have young parents and
Yeah.
open-minded parents,
Yeah.
I don't think our parents should have the conversation about sex.
But we are future parents.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
I
I'm
think it
saying,
can
it
start
should
with
be
us. Yeah, it can start with us.
You cannot expect your
Yeah.
mom. How old's your mom?
My mom is probably reaching her 60s now, late 50s. Yeah.
You
late
don't
50s.
have younger siblings that still need to have that chat.
Nah, I don't
I
have younger
have a
siblings
9-year-old
that need that
sister, so I
chat.
cannot expect my dad to be the one to have that conversation.
Yeah,
with
I think
You know what I mean?
you must.
Yeah, it's gonna be me.
you have
Obvious.
to-
I'll be like,
yeah.
But how do you balance? We are the teaching, but how do you balance teaching about sex without encouraging the act?
yeah, the act.
yeah, that's the thing.
Because now when you start having
Yeah.
about sex, there's this thing that you are like,
The
I must
kids
go,
are-
I must go have it.
Yeah.
So how do you balance that?
Yo, it's very difficult.
I think it's with aging. You can't talk to 10-year-olds about sex. I think
Yeah,
maybe someone that you can see that this one is starting
yeah.
to like.
I
for
think
example,
I think when you're starting to date.
Yeah, when they start to date,
That's
you're like,
that's when the
okay,
conversation should start.
start.
When you can see this person as a boyfriend. I think we start having those things around about 13, 14.
you'll start early. Damn.
No, not like dating like that. Now you're starting the desire
to-
to see women.
Yeah, I get it.
beautiful
I'm a
and
late
whatnot.
bloomer, so
Yeah, so besides you dating, but then you at that age you started seeing, oh, this guy is good looking and all
Yeah.
that. That's when the conversation.
You start
but
to
then
have a crush.
but then the foundation of it, and then as they age, you can take it a level higher. Where you can see, okay, this one likes a person. Then you start, oh, okay, dating, what, kissing. Then that's the kissing phase. Then you can see what this one now starts coming back home late.
Yeah.
Have that conversation.
Conversation.
I think you can see
And
habits.
don't make it
yeah.
a scary thing.
Yeah, you
So-
can see the habits.
In my perfect world, a sex conversation should happen in church.
Yo,
Which church?
it's judgment.
But I'm saying
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I actually agree with you.
it should happen
I've
in
never
church.
thought of
Yeah.
that.
I
yeah.
just don't know how it's going to happen, but I think the church would be a great platform to
that
teach.
would be a
Yeah.
great platform.
Because it will teach you the abstaining, the you see. I feel like church
Yeah.
should be that
Should be,
vehicle to send the
to
true
drive, yeah.
realness
Yes.
Yeah.
of
And
church.
people would listen because the way people are listen to the preachers or whatever
Yeah.
so much, I think they would actually take that in.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point.
But it's difficult because we see it
difficult.
as taboo.
Yeah.
You see? But I
Sex
feel
is
like
taboo.
church ministry can really be a great education for sex. But maybe
Let's
there's
approach a church.
maybe there's a pastor somewhere who's willing
I
to.
I think the pastors do talk about it, but to the married couple.
Yes.
Yeah, I
to
think
the
it would be a
married
great
couples.
place even for them to preach to the younger kids and the
Yes.
single women and stuff like that. That's actually, I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's some. If there's a church that's listening out there, here's a sermon for next week.
So, what does a healthy sexuality look like? Say, I have a healthy sex life. How does it look like?
Marriage. I concept
We're talking about
marriage.
sex life, not
No, I'm
sex
saying-
life. Sex.
Sex
It's a
healthy.
healthy sex.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That
Marriage.
it's very difficult to say you have a healthy sex life when you are
Not married.
actively dating,
How can it not be healthy?
because after you break up with the person, it's the next person you have sex with,
But not necessarily. What if you break up with the person and you take time out and you have sex with yourself?
but you're still going to have sex with another person.
But what
At the
in
end of
terms
the
of
day.
what? You're
Like-
talking about, or you mean like healthy, like in terms of not
Like
effing
your health.
around, or like,
Like your
healthy
health.
in terms of
Like your health. I'm
No,
saying,
for me, so it's like
like healthy.
as in good. This is
Oh,
Yes.
that's all.
Sex
Not
life.
health wide as in
Not the
medical.
health
Okay,
medical, yeah.
not
no,
medical
like,
wide. Like
what's
health
a
wide.
good
This is
sex?
good.
sex.
I think
Not
communication.
marriage.
Yeah, I
Married
think
people
I think
have
on
the
a,
worst sex life.
no, yeah, okay,
Sorry.
okay. But I'm just saying the union itself, just to close off on the marriage,
Yes,
the
yes.
union itself, it's sacred. It's between two people, so there's no one adding.
Is it sacred?
It's just that our
Why do you
habits,
guys put marriage-
our habits are the ones that kill marriage. You understand? So I don't want us to go into deep inside the marriage
Yeah,
topic
let's
because it's
not,
not. Yeah.
because-
So when I'm saying healthy, when we're going back to the health wise, I think it's communication. If you guys can communicate, I think that to me that's a healthy sex life. You guys interacting, talking about the good parts, the bad parts, what we should do, what we shouldn't do.
I just
that's,
think
to me.
knowing yourself, like how you know yourself,
Yeah.
and for example, how I know myself, what I like to do, or how I want it to be done, how I want to be done.
Yeah.
It will be like, how can I say, it will be a foundation for a very healthy sex life. Know what turns you on and what doesn't turn you on. Like, you cannot be licking my ear and I don't like it and I don't say anything. Yeah, so.
Okay. So I'm about to wrap up. I want to wrap up with a very quick game. That's quick. It's either or. I'm going to ask you either or.
Oh, okay.
Either or.
Nice.
Either or.
Okay.
Missionary or doggy?
First.
Doggy. You guys are going to judge me? Doggy.
For me, missionary.
Women on top or missionary? It's women, it's men on top.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting with you now, sir.
Oh, woman on top. Let's take turns, please.
Missionary. Nkazele,
Oral sex or not?
What's oral sex? Like head?
Oh, always.
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 I'm worried about hygiene and stuff.
But you can't just now go everyone and
Hey, or not? This one
I already said not.
I said
For
not.
me, it depends. We'll see about that one.
Okay.
I'm still
open to it.
Open to
Okay.
it.
Okay. So if you were to advise someone now who hasn't had sex and they want to start having sex, I can advise because I'll definitely wait for marriage. That's me. Wait for marriage. Don't engage until you're married. What would you advise?
It depends on the age. If you like
Say
40,
20 years. Yeah.
Say
20 years.
20 years. Okay.
If you haven't done it at 20, do it when you want to do it. There's no point waiting for marriage. It doesn't matter. A lot of people waited for marriage. Hey, we see this world. So do it when you want to do it for yourself. Don't do it because now the man is ready. If you don't want, you don't want. Whenever you're ready, you can wait till you're 30. You can wait till you can wait for marriage if you want. But I would say, I wish a lot of girls knew before that, do it when you want to do it, when you are ready. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, with me, I'd advise and say, I can't say wait for marriage because then
You
now
can't.
you
Don't wait for
now you wait
marriage.
for marriage.
Exactly.
then it sucks. It's
That's my
it's
thing.
not what you imagined. It's not but morally I'd say yes, wait for marriage. Morally. My moral compass is telling me that wait for marriage because also then it opens a room for you to understand the person that you're with and then you guys can improve from there.
I have such a weird concept that it's good to explore sexually so that you can learn yourself. Now, being with this one man forever, it's like you only know that.
But then isn't that good that you don't have anything
How are you gonna know what else you like besides this one man? I mean,
But it's
to each his
good.
own. I
But
personally
it's
would
good.
say
Now you start comparing
explore.
now. It's the
No, it's not
problem.
comparing. Explore, live life, try out new things, try out new
But
people.
exploring, you're literally saying, go try other people.
Yeah, go try other people.
In marriage.
You're not married, you're
Before
single.
marriage.
Before
Before
marriage.
marriage.
And then once you've had that and you've enjoyed it, now when you get married, it's like you're no longer thinking about what if I want to try this with this and this. You've already tried it and you settled.
But I have a problem with that. Because it's like
Why? She's a hoe.
it's like you are saying go be a hoe.
I'm not saying be a hoe, I'm saying date. Date
Okay, so-
enough before you get married. Don't marry the
But
first
what if I
person you
date
date.
this? What if I date you? We've been dating for the longest. We
Yeah,
don't break up. We're
yeah.
happy. So in order for you to know, you must leave that one and go somewhere. So you must even
Or if you
end
date
it.
the same guy for the longest of time, maybe like from high school. And
I don't have a good experience with people that have done that.
Yeah.
You can name one that have done that and they're still happy.
I can name a few. Eh?
Oh, I don't. I can't.
I also know a few.
That have been with one man
Yeah.
Since
For
and
they-
they're
long-
still
yeah,
happy.
Yeah.
And
From-
this is the one that I like.
Yeah.
Personally, I would explore girls. Have fun.
It's a tough one.
Have fun.
Because of time, we just have to wrap it. But it's such an interesting topic.
Yeah.
Because we, like even us, when we're having the conversation, some moments we're shocked.
Yeah, I know. I had a lot of those. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
clearly, we are not talking about sex enough.
Yeah.
And sex is the one thing that is happening in our lives every day.
Yeah.
Affects us in almost every day, right?
We're here
Right
because
now-
of it.
We are here because of
Thank you.
it. Right now, as we're speaking, others are doing it.
Yeah,
Right now, someone
right
is,
now.
is
It's
sick for
Saturday.
life because of it.
Yeah.
Right now, someone has regrets
Someone got killed because of it.
Someone is in jail because of it. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's important that we have these conversations,
Very.
even though it looks like it's a secret thing, it's a
Yeah.
taboo, but we are that generation that needs to start having this conversation.
It's very
Because
true.
from what I've gathered from our conversation, sex is not the problem. Silence is the problem.
Yes.
Shame is the problem.
Yes.
Misinformation is the problem. And I think it's
Misinformation, yeah.
Yeah.
misinformation is the
Yeah,
problem.
true.
So maybe the issue is that we don't talk about sex. So let's talk about it. It's not taboo. If I'm your brother, you look up to me, come ask me
Yeah,
about
come
sex.
ask me. Yeah.
You know, it's like I was asking my pastor friend, like, if I came and said, "Ish, talk to me about sex." As a pastor, what are you
Yeah.
going to do?
How are you gonna engage?
And he
with
was
me?
honest, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's
he's
like
not
Yeah.
informed enough
How are you gonna help
on
me?
the topic.
So, and he was like, I can't, honestly, there's nothing I can do. I'll probably try to find the scripture, but it won't be enough.
Yeah. Don't be enough.
Because then the scripture will say, don't have sex before marriage. But you're right. So that's the really aim of this podcast, to really have this conversation, not only about sex, but even as we'll definitely have a part 2.
Yeah.
And on part 2, please come with the toys.
Yeah.
So you
I
can
will
show
bring the
us.
toys
Yeah.
and I will show
So
you
we
guys.
can learn. We can
Yeah,
learn.
I will
we
bring the
can
toys
learn.
and
Yeah.
we'll discuss how sex is art.
Okay.
It's a form of creation.
Definitely. Thanks for coming. Leave a comment for us, share, like, subscribe. We are 360 Studios, and this is Things We Don't Talk About. See you on Tuesday.